Hey guys, I have great news. Number one, I want to say the R4P3 network is going to have an IRC chat room. So if you'd like to join us, our channel name is hashtag R4P3, and we are in Freenode. So if you don't know what IRC is, I'm going to show you really quick how badass this is. You can simply you can use a GUI client if you don't like terminal type crap, but personally, I like terminal crap. Like, I think it's pretty fun, actually, to just be like, hey, check this out. I'm having a fun time, right? So, anyway, I'm just going to log in. If I can type my password right. And there we go. So, now I'm going to join into the R4P3 channel. And look at that, I've got my operator, and I am ready to make a couple people operators. So if you have IRC and you'd like to join, go ahead, hop right on in. I'd like to make, I'm going to say probably about like maybe 2 to 3 people operators. Now, this is just kind of going head to head with Discord because, number one, I think that Discord's privacy sucks. Number two, when you just want to type and you just want to chat with people, it's way better, in my opinion, to just use IRC. I mean, if you're not looking to have Discord scan all your text and listen to your voice through their servers and stuff, because who knows what they do? It's a cloud service, and they're basically they are molesting your voice and molesting your text chat. So that's just my take on it. I'm not a big Discord hater. I just don't love them. And, you know, I'm not a Discord fanboy. I'm not a TeamSpeak fanboy. I'm not anything fanboy, okay? I just like open source software, and I love programming, and I like security, and privacy is really cool. And so I think there's nothing cooler in the whole world right now than the fact that I can just, for example, join into an Ubuntu channel and just talk about Ubuntu, or I can join into a Debian channel and just be talking to people about Debian. And you know what? If I just want to go into the Freenode lobby, I can simply go into the Freenode lobby, and look at that, I am here. By the way, I have the coolest IP address in the whole world right now, and I got that by total luck. Not really sure how I got it, but it is a pretty badass address. 89378. That is so easy to remember. I will never forget that, ever. And I am so happy that I have that. Anyway, I wanted to get into talking a little bit about SSHD and why people oftentimes get their servers brute forced and broken into. So I'm not going to scroll through all of these, but you'll notice that July 1, a lot of this stuff's all going on. And this is just July 1, man. I mean, there's a lot of crap going on here that's just not cool. And this happens when you run SSH on your default port. And so I'm going to show you how to change that really quick. You're just going to go into SSH. Yeah, so actually it's etc SSH SSHD config, right? So now we're going to find where it says 22. And we're going to swap this port from 22 to 2269. Yeah, that sounds good. 2269. So then we're just going to say service SSHD restart. Boom. And now from now on, anytime you connect to your server, you will connect on port 2269. So just remember to add 69 after the 22, and you will be connecting. All of these you will see totally go away. Now, this is not the most secure option, okay? This is simply called obscurity. And by obscurity, I mean you're moving from one location where people know you're going to be to going a different way, right? So it's kind of like being a secret spy, and instead of going the same route every time, you're like, hey, what the fuck? I think they're on my tail. I think they're chasing me. Let's go a different way and let's avoid people finding me, right? So that's kind of what you're doing there. It's not perfect because someone could still say, well, he's in like a really big black SUV Lincoln Navigator. It's really obvious, all windows tinted. Okay, so like now, you know, people have that SSH fingerprint or whatnot, and they can still banner grab you and port scan it and find you, but it's just less likely, right? So, and an even more secure alternative is to definitely disable root logins with passwords. And you can also even totally quit using passwords and just use, you can use keys instead. And that is like, at that point, when you're using keys instead, you're changing the default port. And I mean, if you really want to lock crap down, you could even get as detailed as getting things locked down to a specific location or area. So essentially you could geofence where you can log in. Right now, that's a little bit insane. That's kind of crazy, but it's totally doable. Another option too is, of course, you could just set it up to where only a VPN can access your network, and we're not going to get too much into that and discuss all of this fancy schmancy crap, because I'm not trying to lose you. I want you to be more active on the forum, and I want you to, if you're not registered on R4P3 network, I want you to register, which you probably already are. And number two, I want you to start signing in more and posting more. Can you please do that? Because I am trying my hardest, along with a few other people, our administration team, our moderation team. We're all trying our best to make this forum and this community the best place it possibly can be. So you want to become an operator? Well, that's simple. Just join the channel. As soon as I start seeing people join this channel and it starts filling up, you guessed it probably, I'm going to get a few operators going in here. We're going to make this place a lot of fun. It's just going to be so exciting. And like, I look so forward to getting all of you awesome people more active in learning about security, privacy, programming, anti-DDoS, DDoS, anti-DDoS, how do you sidestep DDoS protection? And it's just going to be so fun, because I think security is such a cat and mouse game, and it's so fun to just see it go back and forth, and to be able to see that and watch that with all of you, and also have all of you get involved in that. Like, we can really change the internet. We can change the history of the internet, and not for worse, and probably for better, but it doesn't have to be for better. We could just go out and say, like, hey, you guys are doing this wrong, and just like spam people until they get it right, because like a lot of times security is really stupid and people won't change it unless you're like coming to them and like, hey, you're dumb, this is why it needs to be fixed, here's how you patch it, here's how you fix it. Okay, so like you call them out on their problem. Maybe they don't realize it's a problem, but you call them out, you let them know they have a problem that they maybe don't know they have, and then you give them the solution, or you give them the fixes and what they need to do to get it right. And I think that's really how good security evolves, is like people say, hey, it's really not a good idea that you keep that window broken and have that nice 60-inch TV right there in front of the broken window. Like, that's a bad security idea. So they're like, okay, fine, we'll move it. And then you're like, hey, that's actually still not a good idea, because even though it's moved, someone can crawl in the window. How about we fix the window? Okay, can we do that? And then they're like, oh, yeah, cool. And then you're like, okay, you know what? Someone might break that window and take your TV. Why don't you get blinds and shades? Okay, so like security has this evolution cycle, and it's really amazing to watch it, because I've gotten to like firsthand not only watch security change, but I have gotten to be involved in making or in a sense forcing security to change. And that feels good. Like sometimes you kind of have to be a little bit of an asshole, but it just really feels good when you're doing things that really change the security of an entire project. And like, you in a sense can shift around the whole way that the world kind of works, and it's just, it feels so good and powerful, and it's rewarding because you get to make sure people are safer while kind of being an asshole and making people work harder to make things safer for everybody. And I know that that's probably all confusing to hear right now, but I want to make sure that all of us get to the point to where we are able to contribute to programming, just development of projects and security, how DDoS works, how anti-DDoS works, and just all collectively become a learning educational environment where we all learn together, but we also teach each other. Okay, so if you can get involved on our website, please just go to r4p3.net. That's all I ask of you, okay? If you're not at r4p3.net right now, please go to the website, either register or sign into your account. And all I'm asking is that you scroll through the forums and tell me what you think can Number one, what can make it more interesting to you? How can we make the forum to where it will be more interactive and that you will be posting more often? Because that, to me, is very important. I think that we need to become a really strong, tight-knit community. And in order to do that, I think we're really just going to have to end up getting feedback from you to number one, know what you want. And also, I kind of already have a good idea of what everybody wants. I mean, the votes have come in. It's a lot of anti-DDoS and DDoS. I know this is kind of biased because it's a first option. Following that, we've got a lot of interest in programming along with hacking websites and open source software. So we have a lot of interest all over the place with people really focused on like networking, programming, security, hacking, and it's just we have a great, strong community here. I think that we need to grow and make this into a more fun place for everyone, though. So however we can do that, whatever you see on the forum that you like, or even if you don't like something, please let me know. Like, feel free to post it. It'll be public, or even private message me. So if you'd like to just private message me on the forum, I'm Asphyxia. If you want to come into the IRC, I'm probably going to be idling for the most part, always in IRC. I'm in here. I'm Skip Flip. Okay, so I know that's kind of confusing, and who knows? Maybe I'll change my nickname in Freenode at another date. But for right now, I'm Skip Flip and Asphyxia. So as long as you keep an eye out for me, and shortly I expect a lot of really great big changes coming to the website to make it a lot more fun and interesting. At this time, the servers do cost some money, so if you click up here on your profile and click account upgrades, at any time you can become a VIP for $4.99. That's for an entire year. And if you really want to help out good, you can get VIP for lifetime, and that's $19.99. And these prices are fairly low because these are donations toward us keeping our servers running. So we're not necessarily like selling you anything, right? This is just a good donation, and it helps us pay for the servers. And of course, you're getting quality content on this website, and it's for free. So in a sense, you're kind of like paying it forward to everyone else to keep the website online. You can pat yourself on the back, feel proud and good that the website keeps going. And we're going to have more quality content coming really soon about DDoS, anti-DDoS, and of course, anti-DDoS. And that's, again, sidestepping DDoS protection. So I've also got some really cool information that I share on a regular basis anyway, like ZMap for land scanning. You can perform very quick land scanning using ZMap, and this just kind of breaks the ice into the network to get you a list of what different IPs there are, and then from there you can kind of break apart different potential subnets using Nmap and go in with your more accurate scan results. So awesome stuff, awesome content that I keep pumping out there, and I'm just going to keep on pumping more content out as it becomes available as I'm creating it. And I'm really looking forward to adding different potential moderators, as well as maybe take in another admin, like maybe one or two. And that's not for any specific reason, and that's still something I have to talk thoroughly about with Alligatorus and as well as Supervisor, our two other admins. And we've all kind of really all three of us admins have kind of like co-founded the community into like what it is today. So I'm super excited for where I know R4P3 network is heading, and if you'd like to be part of this wonderful community, just all that you have to do is sign in or register and go around, start posting, find areas in the forum that you like to become more active in, and just start teaching other people things. And I'm sure you're going to get a bunch of likes. And heck, man, I'm definitely interested in having more competitions soon. So if you think of any competition ideas, like one idea a recent awesome person has brought up is like offering free VPS hosting, so we can have competitions to see who offers the free VPS hosting, and maybe you win it for a month or so, or maybe you win it for a year, who knows. But I definitely am betting that you're going to want to be registered and active on our forum. So you're going to get access to awesome stuff. And I'm really also trying to reach out to different people that may be willing to sponsor us. So if we get sponsored, that'll definitely cover our server costs for maybe a year. And I'm definitely just willing to do everything that I have to make sure that this community is the most fun place it can possibly be. Thank you so much. You have a lovely day. And have a great rest of your week. The weekend is coming up. It's real soon. Hang in there, guys.